Alright. 20 minutes later, let's continue. I have a better rifle already. No, don't alert the base. I just hit the H button. It summoned the Ikron. They all have storm ammo, whatever that is. It's the EMP. EMP thing. Oh my god.
Don't want any friendly fire. Personnel be advised. We've had reports of increased wildlife activity on the beach. Caution, stay safe out there.
Gotta stay away.
I concur.
Attention, we will be carrying out fire drills later today. Further updates will be provided.
And I'll shoot you myself.
not working.
I messed up. I was trying to pick up the thing that my dog was chewing on for him, but I dropped it.
Somebody's messing around out there. Come out, wherever you are.
My dog just really wants me to come to bed.
It's getting green.
He just fell, his head just went for the keyboard there. A little bit hard to play the game right now.
All personnel be advised, I'm picking up some mechanics issues on base.
It's storming.
All personnel be advised, I'm picking up some mechanics issues on base.
I'd love to take part one of those lizards. What makes them move?
Here's the precipitation. 100% full safe.
Caution, we're not safe out here.
A reminder, not
fucked up. But it'll come around. I'm not sure what I think about this sort of full challenge stealth stuff. I might use the Navi vision in the future.
These commanders are just making it up as they go along, aren't they? Weather's getting worse. Wait! My controls aren't working!
transmitter. It's up high, probably. Oh, overload it! That'll fry the signal. Hate it out here. This climate ain't for me.
I know we could use an Ekron, but there's another way to get up there. I am wondering how to get up there normally. Like this. Starting to suspect that that you gotta use the Ekron here. Alright, so carefully. I don't think these pipes are really climbable. I really don't think these wires are climbable either. What? Nah, this is not the answer. The answer is not here. Here. Maybe. No, not here. Maybe if we get there, we can jump over there. There is no way. Only one more thing I can think of, and that's that there is like an internal passage inside one of these buildings. I don't think that's the case, but... Nah. Alright. We'll use the front.
Let's go, Nimoon. No! Wahoo!
I'm sorry, what? Alright, so the scent is like up there.
Good to see you, Nimoon. There you go, Nimoon. Woohoo! Lost the scent.
Those guys were hard to kill.
Dua! Easy. Easy. Dua! Dua, wake up! Open your eyes, come on! Look! We did it! You see them? The flowers are opening! The King Lord can feed again! Please, I don't know what to do.
What is it you seek?
We're never getting any of these challenges done.
May the winds treat you well.
That one we can do. That one's easy. Canopy root. Right, this is not the council chamber. One suspected criticism I have of the game is that the Ikran makes traveling around sort of, in a sense, like too easy.
We should all follow her into battle.
So the Ikran should be like a sort of limited resource. Like I think you should have a very large pool of like Ikran activity that you draw from when you use it, and to refill it quickly, you gotta like spend some like
You
cream
look good
food.
today. Have you done something to your hair?
I am trying a thing with my silk. See the colors?
Very becoming. You must teach me how to mix those dyes.
Dua's been hurt.
Prepare the hunters. Get ready for us to fly. Hua! You did this! You made her go!
Father, stop.
Look! They are feeding on their own.
What happened to them?
It was the Sky People and their floating machines. Their strange pulsing, forcing the flowers closed, driving the Kinglor from their nests. Only the Sarentu believed me. They saw how it worked. They destroyed it. Alone. I tried to tell you. I wanted you to come with me. In the end, it was the Sarentu who saved our home.
Enough. Etua is right. War is upon us, and Ewa cries out in pain. It is a call we will no longer ignore. Etua and I will stand beside you and lead our people together. No longer will our blood stain their hands. We will purge these lands and skies of their blight. For our children and their children. Pandora will be free!
What did I tell you? I had faith in you from the start. All grown up. Are you ready to look the part? Warrior of the people? Let this be a call to all clans that the Aranae will not shy away from the fight.
Hey, the data you got from the radar network? They were probing everything in the Kinglor forest.
The map goes all the way into the deep crust. You can even see a few caves. It's beautiful.
Does it say what they were looking for?
No luck. We only got raw survey data. Could be minerals underground. By the way, when are you coming home? Alma wanted to talk to you about our new Navi friends.
I'll pass by soon to see you all.
I am working on a new piece to play to the King Lord.
Oh, good. They seem to truly enjoy your music.
Do not let Lurei hear you say...
Alright. I think we need to read some of this stuff. The Philu. Philu is generally liked by most Aranae and is an accomplished hunter and scout. After her childhood friend Atua named Saik, the Philu feels a responsibility to protect her and help her in what she views as the right path for the clan, even if she also sees the value in the traditional measured methods of Kanat. Jill is often embarrassed by her clumsy little brother Ahewu and feels she needs to be exceptional to compensate for his mistakes and poor reputation to protect her family's honor. This, combined with her mother Nawook's previous shunning, can often drive her to increasingly daring feats as a hunter. Kitangi. At first glance, Bowmaster Kitangi seems to be a cold, stern teacher. However, she often surprises people with random nuggets of wisdom. While she may seem tough and demanding to her students, she is warm and loving to her family, such as her partner Ongwi. Kitangi respects tradition above all else, especially when it comes to RNA craftsmanship. She views bowmaking and archery as a practical art and has a long-standing friendly rivalry with Nafika. Nafika thinks she needs to loosen up, while Kitangi wants her to openly recognize that her bow mastery is an important and beautiful art. Thanks to this art, she generally has some weapon parts to spare and is pleased to share her expertise with young hunters hoping to improve. Raloon. Prior to Raloon, his grandfather was the best cook the Iranian ever had. Although the clan usually partakes in communal cooking and eating, Raloon also prepares special dishes for the whole clan and often invents new recipes. In a clan that values art above all else, Raloon's cooking is seen as something of an art form itself. Despite Raloon's fiery temper and obsessive nature, younger Iranian often compete to be apprenticed to him. He is a strict teacher, always expecting perfection, and is often prone to outbursts. Raloon may seem annoyed by his students, but in reality he enjoys the respect and renown as among them, and can often appear arrogant as a result. He wants to be even greater than his grandfather was, and his highly competitive nature leads him to expect the best from everyone. However, those who impress will find him readily excited to share his recipes and knowledge. Ranu. Rana is Nafika's best weaving student. She also wants to be known as the best and needs Nafika to praise her. If her weaving doesn't turn out exactly as she envisioned, she falls apart. Her father, Sanop, enjoys spending long stretches of time away from home tree. The stress Kurano puts on herself to be perfect is part driven by her father's absence and her own sense of not being good enough. Longs to get his attention. Kurano is a bit of a nitpicky perfectionist, but mainly afraid of not living up to how people view her. Due to this, she is usually very eager to help others. Weaving, materials, or anything else they need. Laymun. The lookout for the RNA, Laymun is very aware of the RDA's advantages and changes to the force. She is too young to remember the Sarentu, but loves to hear stories from the days when the clan had visitors from other clans. Seeing a Sarentu come to Home Tree, she begins to believe these happy times might return to the RNA and others. Arane. A layman sees the best in people, enjoys a party, and likes a crowd. She loves to hear stories from other places and would probably be more of an adventurer if she didn't feel so strongly bound to her role. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. Neon. Son of the Arane's foremost bow expert Kitangi and master hunter Ongwi, it's no surprise that Neon grew up to be confident and self-assured, a fine hunter and home tree lookout. He is tipped to be the future Olo Ektan. Neon is fiercely protective of his clan and proud of their traditions. He is unsure about the Sarentu's mysterious return. This is the guy we read about. Lei Ta, something of a loner, Lei Ta prefers to spend time outside the RNA home tree. She's comfortable in her own skin, quick to see the humor in the situation. It leads her to crack jokes, often in a rather blunt manner. Clear that Lei Ta's life in the wild has rubbed the social niceties off her. But no matter how plain-spoken she may be, she is never intentionally cruel. A skilled survivalist, she is the clan's lead gatherer and an impressive archer. Gathering in the Kingla Forest is far from being an easy job, and she cares about the small group under her wing to a fault, ready to do everything to protect them. Not much surprises her. Lei Ta cares deeply for her clan and their environment. With the return of the RDA, Lei Ta worries about the forest falling out of balance and wants everything to be put right again. Ray, musician. Born performer, Luray demands to be the center of attention at all times. Loves to debate clan philosophers and likes to keep things interesting. She'd be a sore loser if she ever lost. Luray was born to Nafika and Ongwi before their relationship ended, and he paired with Kitangi instead. Nafika was always quite distant as a mother, more focused on her art and her position in the clan. Luray compensated for this by becoming a leader with the children, making cliques and learning how far she could push them. Both as a result of her own ego and a bid to get her mother's attention. During her teenage years, Luray and Nafika clashed great deal as Nafika's expectations for her were high and somewhat motivated by who she wished she had been during her youth. The relationship became colder and colder as Luray became invested in music and Kinglor care instead of weaving to spite Nafika. Yet Luray attempted to emulate her mother in many ways, since in her heart she truly admires her. I thought that at least from the 2009 game, I thought the Navi were like all about like, I don't know, lifelong marriage or something. Ongwi, an older hunter who sees himself as a master of the skies. Ongwi has the responsibility of guiding young Arane to the Ikran roost when they are ready for the trial. He is sympathetic of Atua and enjoys her daring and rebellious spirit. This causes some complications for Kanat, surprised to see an older, respected member of the clan support some of Atua's ideas. It also caused some strife for Ongwi's son, Nayan, who is eager for his family to stay on Kanat's good graces. Ongwi misses his glory days as the clan's master hunter and wishes he could still fly for long stretches and have his own adventures. Ongwi misses having that purpose and tends to live vicariously through his students. Natu, a talented but often bored dyer. Natu is a classic example of a child lacking a challenge. He once dreamed of racing Ikran alongside her older sister Aleman, but fell from the floating mountains during her Ikran trial 6 months ago. Luckily, she did not fall to her death, but the experience embedded a deep-seated fear in her that now keeps her from trying again. Instead, she fills her days with dyeing silks, but despite her talent for the art, she finds it dull. It makes her particularly frustrated when it comes to clumsy Taheu. She thinks he's wasting his time trying to become a good weaver despite having so many other options. Not in the weaving area, Nato can usually be found admiring the Ikran from a distance. Nilngan. Nilngan is a fierce traditionalist. He's a skilled musician, and aside from Luray, he is the clan's only solo performer. A bit older than Kanat, Nilngan was childhood friends with the Oluo Ektan and trusts him with his life. He believes Kanat knows what is best for the clan and that Atua should listen to her father. He also has a fascination with the stars, having been educated and trained in their study by his father. Nilngan shared a deep bond with him, and after his passing he cemented himself even more in the stability of stars and the precise technique of his... Luray convinced him to take her on as his apprentice, and she soon surpassed him, becoming a solo musician herself. This dented Nilngan's ego a little. Unlike Luray, Nilngan does not play out of a desire for attention, but out of genuine love of the art. Yeah, gotta suck when you have all these stories about stars, and then actual spaceships arrive and like crush whatever myth you have. Nop is an older Navi who's traveled the world and is going to tell everyone all about it. Stared into the distance, growing misty-eyed as he rhapsodizes about the exotic foods he sampled and the feasts he enjoyed. But now that he's older, he misses all the excitement of new gastronomic experiences, especially trying out new food wrap recipes from far-flung places. He likes a good joke and seems resigned to staying in the Kingland Forest camps now, but his stories are wistful. Love of adventure means he's an absent father to his daughter Koranu, whom he had later in life. He had no idea how much this absence has affected him. Oh, this guy. Taheu, a clumsy artisan. Taheu struggles to find his place among his peers. He admires Nafika and wants to be a great student, but constantly makes mistakes. Other students are embarrassed by his mistakes and tend to ignore him. Awkward fumbling is at odds with the clan that values beauty, artistry, and elegance. Taheu's older sister, Ilu, is a great hunter, and his mother, Nawuk, is a great artist. He feels he needs to honor family values and traditions by choosing one of these paths. His clumsiness precluded him from hunting, so he turned to art. Smitten with fellow weaving apprentice Koranu, this is the first time Taheu has ever been in love and is desperate for advice. He's determined to show his love through actions. He has a romanticized view of the world, especially his love. He's willing to see the good in everyone and is desperate to prove himself worthy. Tsukiri. Tsukiri, the gatherer, has seen it all and is tired of it, preferring to spend long stretches away from home tree. Tsukiri spends each day wandering the rainforest, foraging for rare and unusual fruit. Tsukiri is friends with Lei, Oh my god, how do I read this again? Leita. Leita. The lead gatherer, but disagrees with her support for Atua over Kanat. Tsukiri grew up with Kanat and supports him as Olo Ektan. It's so hard, this apostrophe thing. Not fun. According to Tsukiri, everything Kanat says is gospel. Tsukiri, being pragmatic in all things, has opinions about the Arana and Atua and is not afraid to share them. Nawuk. A hard-working tanner, Nawuk is constantly striving for a balance between fitting in with her clan and being true to herself. Her temper saw her shunned from the Arane for a short period of time, as she had repeated angry outbursts that questioned the wisdom of the clan. Punishment was brief, and she has now been accepted back into the clan, but the experience wounded her pride. Now Nuuk tries to conform to the unspoken social contract for the sake of her children, Taheu and Vefilo, but is finding it difficult. Ugh. Yang. Wuan has been a proud Arana gatherer for many years, following Leita as her apprentice since her youth. Wuan is good friends with Leita, and is very of her fellow gatherer Tsukiri, whom she finds overbearing. She admires Atua and sees her as a breath of fresh air for the clan. Due to this, Wuan quietly questions some of Kanat's views, but would not dare to do so in front of a large group. Spends her days wandering and gathering around the Kinglor forest. Alright, we read them all. All these anyway. Deed given by Solek to commemorate the Sarntor clan's first steps to freedom and awakening to Pandora. Deed from Rinella symbolizes reconnecting with Aima and Pandora, a warrior's worth. Deed from Atua commemorating a victorious battle and new allies. Deed given by E2 to celebrate bonding with an Ikran. Deed gifted by Kanat for triumph shared between allies, perseverance for the Arane. Alright. Characters, concords. Lost items? What? I love how the most central things are most central here. Like recipes and designs, like who cares about that? And like tutorials, like. But yeah, the stuff that's really core to like the fiction is in here. Do you have any? I don't know if we've listened to all of this stuff. I'll listen to this one though. Yeah, this is the one about the island. Not sure about this one. Notes. Have we read these? I don't know, but let's be safe. Found in the Resistance HQ. Alma said she hasn't heard anything from Jake in a while. She doesn't seem worried though. He's busy. Busy guy, I guess. Kinda bummed out today. Not sure why. I'm getting this weird divide between me and the Resistance newbies. So keen, bright-eyed, even Priya. She's excited about taking down the RDA. I know it's different for her. I've lived on Pandora for years. She hasn't. I always knew the RDA would come back one day. But now they have. It's just like, this again? Really? Even if we somehow win and get them off Moon, they'll just come back again. They'll never let Pandora go. Never. It's way too valuable. I just don't know what I'm doing. Too good to last, wasn't it? We've had ourselves many fine years here on Pandora. Not without their own particular surprises and challenges, of course, but good years. RDA-free years. Which are now officially over. We're mobilizing for the fight, though some of us are more mobile than others. Jake is somewhere out there, trying to get the clans to agree on a proactive strike. I think Alma has the details on that, but is too busy shaping us into some manner of unit to share. We're heading to the western frontier, not just to work on the field labs this time. No, there's peril and adventure ahead that makes me a tiny bit queasy, but just thinking about it. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. A scientist who has had the privilege of studying his wonderful moon for several years now without having to worry about RDA thugs laying waste to everything in sight. I think we've read this one. That is precisely why I must go, to stop them from continuing their terrible work. They have us outgunned, so we must have them outsmarted. Of course, I was one of them once, and as such, I might be facing up to people I actually know and have worked with. Hardly as worrisome for me, as I do not have to take physical aim at anyone, but I do dwell on it. The idea of colleagues becoming enemies, not just in the sense of someone taking my sandwich from the break room fridge, in the sense of being at war with one another. Perhaps we will be able to convince others to join our side in this fight. I certainly hope so. Turning the tables. Argier, my daily log. We made it to the western frontier. Everything is moving so fast lately. I didn't expect to be fighting against the RDA. Nobody expected it. Well, maybe Jake did. I suppose stuff like that is on a need-to-know basis. Jake's continuing the fight from a new location. Everyone's rattled seeing the RDA tear through the sky again and land on Pandora. Weird seeing it from the other side, feeling what it's like to be invaded, the fear and uncertainty. I'm writing this like it's my world now. It can never be. I've left a mark here, a scar. If Jake finds out about the ferals, oof. He never would have let me stay on Pandora. If he'd known God, I hope he never finds out. Knowing what I know now, I'd like to think I'd have done things differently, and guess I was fooling myself. Like I could bring some humanity to the RDA's corrupt corporate machine. They only tore some out of me instead. Did I really think I was special? Like it was possible to be part of something like that and not be corrupted by it? Is it in pain, suffering? Place him on the right side this time. Nathan Williams, Botany. Welcome to the team, Nathan. Good to have you on board. Starting off with some nice and easy, simple requests for the nutrient research team. Annie has the full list plus coordinates. I've attached a photo for your convenience. Collective consciousness. Navi see AY in all things. This great mother is not merely a belief held by some, but an undeniable entity to which all Navi connect through their lives. Varying reports suggest Navi can use this system to share memories, even with deceased members of their family. Possibilities and potential of a network that can store accessible memories of personhood in real time certainly invite deeper study. Anka's personal log, RNA problems. Yeah, I was right. The RNA Sahik Asai died. One of their hunters came to tell us. Also, the RNA were done with the resistance. You've told his people all contact with us is banned, and if we come anywhere near the home tree, we'll be treated as hostile. A warning shot. The guy was real stuffy too. Looked down on his nose at us. Okay, that's not hard for Navi, but yeah. Even disgusted with Alma, called Nihan Nawan, no, Neon. One to watch maybe, he could make trouble for us. Forest Danger. I think this is the only one we haven't already read. Phelan. Nor asked me to go scouting with him. I didn't really want to go, but he said I shouldn't keep my head stuck in wires and circuit boards all the time. It's not as if it's all the time. I hope to eat when I remember. I stop to eat when I remember. Anyway, so I went on this scouting thing with Nor. He said he'd show me how to be more Navi, but I think I'm Navi enough. How can I be more? He doesn't even like connecting to A1. I suppose that was the most Navi thing you can do. But I suppose it would be nice to be able to go outside without being scared of absolutely everything. Nor shows me how to grab this vine and it zooms me up to a branch in a tree. Just like the lift winches we have in HQ. That was actually useful, and I thought maybe the forest isn't so bad. Next, Nor took me to a rocky path and told me to jump down into a soft, spongy looking thing. That it would break my fall. I jumped, and I was flying through the air, but not in a good way. I tried to flap my arms, but of course the aerodynamics were all wrong. Then I landed in a pond. Nor thought I was so amusing. I just needed more practice landing on a sunflower gigantus, but I told him to take me home. I think I'll stick to wires and circuit boards. I'm pretty sure we've listened to this one. I'm pretty sure we've listened to this one. I don't know if we've done this one.
Hey, Priya. Got your message about the radio parts. We were salvaging yesterday, but didn't find anything for you. Got some good stuff for the armory, though. Sorry, that's boring. So yeah, yesterday, Alex was talking. I wasn't really listening because, you know, Alex. But then he mentioned this meteor shower. So I thought maybe we could watch it. Together. I mean, only if you want to. It's supposed to be really pretty. And that made me think of you. If you're into it, I'll meet you at the landing pad at 0-100.
It was a big mistake of me to not read this stuff more frequently. I don't think I can read a bunch of world knowledge right now. But we'll do it next time. I should have been keeping up on the characters and the notes, the world knowledge.
You'll surely be jealous.
Now I had to read so much all at once. It says there's new quests. It is now 5 in the morning my time. 05 o'clock. I gotta think about going to sleep. I nuked my sleep schedule yesterday because I found a website for EVE Online that lets me easily buy and sell items that have little competition and stuff. And when I find a new like a new idea for like a project to do, I just gotta think about it right then and there. So that happens around the time that I'm supposed to go to sleep. I just can't sleep, and then, you know, you stay up too late, then your sleep schedule gets pushed forward.
You are back. Over here. It is time.
You recovered from your wounds quickly.
Ah, that scent. The sweetness of the Kinglaw flowers is putting a smile on everyone's face. A new queen has been born already. And thanks to you, this is no longer the only nest. The forest is ready for the Kinglaw to return. But they need our help. Home tree is all the new queen knows.
I'd like to help her. If she lets me.
She will. A steady heart sees steady wings. You remember? All she needs is for you to guide her into the forest. She will choose the tree to make her new home. But watch her closely. She will tell you when to stop and where to go. Avoid perils, especially water.
I will keep her out of danger as much as I can.
If you do not, she will fly away. Maybe even all the way back here. Unless she stops at a flower to feed.
Really?
Let's go.
Increase the stress level. Can we have a meme? Can we have a Kingler zoomed in on a Kingler face with the stress level 99%?
Etua is young. She is...
Where was it? I remember I remember running into there was definitely a tree that I reasoned is like a.
It's naive. She grieves her mother.
Ah, yes. These pigments.
There's even more quests.
We Aramehe harvest these plants for the
Let's keep an eye out for a tree where we could rest.
Vefilu is leading a hunting party out soon. Want to tag along?
Last time one of her family led anything, it turned into a food fight.
That was so long ago. We cannot hold Nawuk's actions against her forever.
Oh no, you look stressed. Let's find your flowers soon.
Dude, I have no idea where these flowers are.
If it is so perfect, then what is the point?
You're too stressed. Let's find those flowers, quick.
What was the tutorial again? What was the... What was it that it... Feed your Ikran. Where's the one time? The one time that I want. Excessive violence or damage to nature will gain you disharmony, which will sever your connection to AY. You will not be able to soothe, call, or wild wildlife, or use your Navi senses. Additionally, Navi will not want to speak with you. Disharmony will last a certain amount of... What? Really? The one time I want a tutorial, there is no one. There is no tutorial. Flew away from stress.
The Sarantu and Etua were right about the King Lord after all.
The Sarantu used to tell many stories.
Do you remember any about the Ikranukri?
Relatives of the five sisters, the Sarantu used to say of those ridges. But a feud divided the two families. Violent fights ensued. So in the end, they let go of their binds to the ground, to float in the sky, far from the spires. And still today, the sisters reach up, trying in vain to make amends with their cousins.
The Sky People are no real threat. They are tiny.
Are we really ready for war? Come to better yourself. Stay sharp, young one.
Duty calls me to the healing circle. Will you meet me there? My friend will soon become one with Ewa, and it would gladden his spirit immensely to see the Sarantu returned.
things so rarely turn out the way I want.
Hello, old friend. I bring you herbs for the pain and something else. The Sarantu and Aranahe are friends, and one should always be surrounded by friends as our final moment beckons.
The Sarantu returned in my final days. My grandmother once loved one of you. I grew up with the songs of your clan.
Perhaps our young Sarantu friend could sing?
I know one song. Not the words, but...
I remember. Thank you. I faced death with the songs of my grandmother clear in my heart. I shall tell her of this moment when I see her in Ewa.
Of course. Rest. When death comes, I will be at your side. Come, we will talk more outside.
Your friend seems brave in the face of death.
What courage is there in death? The dead fear nothing, for only the living have something to lose. Such loss cuts to the core of who we are. I see it in my friend Tsukiri. They lost a close friend recently. You brought great comfort to my friend in his last days. Perhaps you can make headway with Tsukiri where I did not.
They say the Sarentu brought people together with stories. I would like to try.
You are a credit to them. Tsukiri likes to while away the hours at Weaver's Flourish. I suspect you will find them there, stewing in their grief.
Does it ever get to you? To have to face death as part of your duties to the clan?
Yes, sometimes. But the people you see here get to die in peace and will embrace Ewa when death comes. Their memories preserved forever. Those who die away from here, though they still live in Ewa, their last moments are lost to us. I only hope Tsukiri does not lose themselves to grief.
Do you know what happened at Stoneblade Ridge? The hunters were laughing about it.
I heard a bunch of Zeswa hunters had a skirmish with a storm glider.
Too much bragging lead them to try something foolish? Typical of the Zeswa.
This talk of war makes me nervous.
Destroy their foul dens, but do not bring the Sky People here. Are you not me or beast? Either way, I mean you no harm.
Free stuff.
Hello? This is no time to be standing around. Seek shelter. Now is the time for rest.
And where is Nafika?
There is no honor in fleeing this fight.
Know what is coming.
I will show her.
The Sky People have become bolder, it seems, going off on their own, thinking they own this place. I do not wish to see them ever again.
Yes, this one will be nice.
I cannot face Catnap today. He carries such disdain in his gaze.
You... I thought I had time
If
to
you
make
are
it back
looking
home
for a
before the rain
Tarsky
came.
sapling, I saw one earlier.
Yeah, we get told where these findable things are. Seems these missions have whatever level I have -1. This was not a level 5 quest when I got it. If there is like level scaling on the enemy so like it's this has been a level 8 quest all along, right? So there seems to be like a kind of like some kind of relative level scaling where like I guess some quests just stay like one level lower than you are. Which I guess means they'll be easy, but like they won't get any easier, right? That's good. I'm not a fan of I'm not actually a fan of games where you can just grind and become more and more and more powerful.
Of home tree, carried
That's
by
my big issue with like JRPGs in general is I don't like how you can just
because the 5 sisters
grind,
saw
you
it
know.
flying, and they were so eager to catch it that the seed broke into 4.
Have a look then.
Guy always gives me a gift.
Go on now.
Can I help with something? Come back if you need more. I hope the silks get stronger now that the king
I hope I am worrying for nothing.
How can my silk...
Many branches, many roots, but one tree. An old Arana is saying that still rings true. I am sure you think God not stodgy in his traditions, but some things should not be forgotten. Care for others is to care for yourself. You miss this part of life, I know. But Tewa, connects us all. The Great Mother is in all things. That connection must be nurtured. Share with the clan. Care for their wants, their needs. They will notice and share with you in return. You will see no more loneliness, child. This is what it means to be home.
And were there no bellspring in sight? No mist bloom?
I wish there had been. That would have made my trip back to Home Tree more tolerable.
Not sure what to do now. I'm in this weird zone where like I could sort of at any time. I'm not tired right now, but at any time I could get like faded tired. Let's try this again.
My friend.
It's
time we found you a new nest.
Inglor friend. So, what causes her to get stressed? Does she get stressed if I sprint? We're just following these butterflies. Although I don't know why there are butterflies for me to follow. Makes no sense. I mean, why are there tiny butterflies eating the big moth?
It seems like life is like swimming. There is always the need for another twist.
Yeah, there is definitely a butterfly trail. These are not random butterflies around on the map. Some deliberate stuff.
I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Of course.
All good, yes? Let's have another go at it then.
Combat swimming, flying, or riding will increase the stress level. Northwest of Hunter's Headland. What? Northwest. Combat's meaning flying or riding. It doesn't say sprinting, but I'm pretty sure that sprinting stresses them out. Yeah, it does. Or does it just get stressed with time? Stress. A lot of stress. Also wonderful music here. Alright, sprinting does stress them out. The butterflies good. I don't want any combat. Kinda fear that I should have followed the butterflies. But now we are off in our own weird world. These booster flowers stress the queen out. I feel like this is a king lore tree.
I think this is it. Great.
Yeah, so we inferred correctly. Before we even knew about the king lore. Nature is like super healing.
We made it. May your new home bring you joy.
There's more. There's more of these. In there. I think this is the perfect time to end it. Feels like a good stopping point. Again, the game is just engrossing. And during the sections with music and climbing and stuff, really good. I do worry that the Ikran cheapens the climbing though. Again, I'll repeat it. They somehow make the Ikran a bit of a metered resource. Maybe I could come up with a house rule in the same way I have a sort of house rule for not using the wall hack vision all the time. But yeah, this was perfect. Today was great.